In this week's Parsha, Ki Tisa, we are told not to eat chametz on Passover. Ki Tisa means when you take the sum of Bnei Israel, the people of Israel. It teaches a special way of counting, of taking a census. Instead of counting each person, God commands each one to give a half-shekel coin, and the coins would then be counted to determine how many people there were. Shekel is from the Hebrew word mishkal, meaning weight, and relates to the silver of a full shekel coin, which weighed the historical measurement of 20 gerah. The half-shekel was synonymous with unity. Whether rich or poor, everyone gave the same amount. And giving half expressed the notion that when we unite together with a common goal, we can achieve things on a higher level. It's no wonder the collection of half-shekel coins were used to make the sockets for the base of the tabernacle, which held up the walls. In other words, they were essential for its foundation. Just the same, uniting to help one another and strengthen each other is a foundational value which helps sustain us. The half-shekel weight of 10 gerah also had meaning on a higher level. Kabbalah explains that these 10 gerah represented the 10 sefirot, or emanations, through which God reveals himself in the world. The sefirot are wisdom, understanding, knowledge, kindness, strength, beauty, victory, splendor, foundation, and kingship. Ever have one of those days that you don't think you can get everything done? That you just don't have the strength? Sometimes we don't even know our own strength. You see, the sefirot are also reflected in each one of us. When we use these attributes in our godly service here in this physical world, we can affect the sefirot in the spiritual worlds. Now that's pretty powerful. Speaking of powerful, we know that our words and actions have great power. They have the power to do good, and unfortunately, also the opposite. When someone is wronged or hurt, it can seem to take over all their thoughts. Other times, one can have a hard time forgiving someone. When we hold on to those unresolved feelings, it can actually cause us more damage than it causes the other person. Sometimes it's hard to let go, and sometimes it's even ourselves who we don't forgive for something regrettable we may have done in our past. In fact, we may be hardest on ourselves, being more judgmental than we would ever be to another. Parshas Ki Tisa mentions the truly amazing encounter between God and Moses on Mount Sinai. Even after the grave sin of the golden calf, God lists his 13 attributes of mercy. Even today, we say the 13 attributes of mercy during daily prayers, even on the holiest day of the year, Yom Kippur. Some of these attributes are being compassionate, gracious, slow to anger, and forgiving. Imagine if we apply these concepts in our own lives when we look inwardly. Just as God is without limit, his attributes are without limit. Although we are physical beings bound by finite limitations, each one of us is created in God's image. This means that we can endeavor to be more compassionate, more gracious, etc. There's a concept, Yoredet Tzorech Aliyah. The purpose of every descent is ultimately for an ascent. We learn that not only can we try to correct our mistakes or help others better themselves, we each can actually rise to a level higher than where we stood in the first place. Thank you to all our subscribers. Please leave me your comments and questions below, and remember to click like, and most importantly, if you haven't already, subscribe and share the videos across your social media so we can continue to bring you new content each week, uniting people by inspiring them to increase in random acts of goodness and kindness through technology and Torah. See you next time, and good Shabbos. And do your best today. You've traded a day of your life for it.